UNF campus, where the UNF police chief is about to bring us up to date on the search for a student who's been missing since very early Sunday.
This is Chief Frank Mackesy.
Okay, they're talking to us now. So what's the update for today?
Well, what we're doing is we're continuing our search, and we're fortunate in that the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has been able to set up incident command for us today, and we're taking it to the next level because we've been unsuccessful so far in locating our student. This is Director Michelle Cook.
Good morning.
And right now we have about 100 to 150 people from the Sheriff's Office that are here. We're putting 10 teams of 10 out. We're using the National Grid survey, and they're assigning their people based upon the National Grid. And I'll let Michelle talk more about that.
Yeah, talk about that grid for us. What does that mean for our viewers at home?
JSO also helping.
Sure. So the National Grid is a way that we map out the area, and it's very organized, very methodical. And what we do is we prioritize the grids just based upon the intelligence that we've gotten so far, and it gives our people a very defined area to search. And then a very defined area to report back to as to what they found. So it's a much more slower paced, methodical search as opposed to kind of wandering around through the woods and looking at trails and stuff like that.
How many people would you say are out here searching today? And I saw a lot of younger people. Are there volunteers? Who are they?
Sure, we have over 100 recruits out here. We have police and corrections recruits from our training academy who've come out here today to assist in the search.
As far as the search, we're seeing a lot of people on foot. Are you also going to be above in the helicopter, in retention ponds?
The last 2 days, again, the Sheriff's Office has been tremendous in their effort in helping us locate this student. But we've had the helicopter up Sunday. We had the helicopter up Monday. We've had the dive team in about 8 or 9 different retention ponds in the area, both diving in the water and also using their side scan sonar. We've had both canines and bloodhounds out here all day Sunday, all day yesterday. So the resources that the Sheriff's Office have provided in helping find this has just been tremendous because UNF couldn't do it without them.
From the search so far, are we any closer? Has there been any clues that have been uncovered? Or?
You know, actually, we're no closer today than we were the day he went missing, and it's kind of frustrating. I've had many opportunities to meet with the family. It's a very good family. They're very distraught. And if we have anybody out there that has any information that could help us in locating George, they need to call us at 620-2800, or they can call the 630-0500 number of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
We heard there was some type of altercation at the party that he was at early Sunday morning. Have we learned anything new about what exactly that was? If it was an actual physical fight with someone, verbal? Were police ever called to the Flats Apartments for a fight or a party or anything?
We were called to not a fight, but a party. We broke the party up, and then after the party was broken up, it wasn't a physical altercation, but there was an argument between groups of people. Right now, the information we have is that our missing student wasn't involved in that altercation. But because of some investigative stuff we're working, I can't go into a lot of detail, but right now, we have friends of his telling us he just ran into the woods. And once he ran into the woods, we haven't seen him since.
Is there any reason to suspect foul play or to even think he just might not want to be found right now?
I'm taking everything into consideration as of right now. At first, I thought maybe this was a student that was just, partying with friends. Something happened, said something off the cuff, and we usually find them. Right now, we have we're working some investigative leads, but there's not as many as we would like.
If he's out there right now and watching, what would you say to him?
What I would say to him is he's not under any type of criminal investigation. He is not in any trouble for anything. His mother and father are worried sick about him. The whole campus community is concerned about him. Just come forward. What I want to do is hug him and then give him to his parents and let them deal with him.
It seems like today's efforts are more focused on the woods, maybe people on foot combing through the woods as opposed to the last couple of days have been in the ponds and things.
Yeah, and what we did is we searched the area that he was last seen in the woods, but it's hard doing it with a couple of people. That's why Director Cook and her teams the more eyeballs you got out there, the better your chances for success. So instead of having 2 or 3 walking through the woods with bloodhounds and dogs, which weren't able to find a scent, now we're just putting eyeballs out there and they're going to work the woods.
And those dogs, were they to find a person alive or dead? I know there's different kinds of, like there's cadaver dogs, but there's also the dogs that would catch onto his scent.
I believe the scent dogs were used, the live dogs. There have not been any cadaver dogs brought out here at this point.
Procedurally, anything different happening at UNF today?
I'm not sure that I understand the question, but I can tell.
Classes?
Oh, no, everything's going on as usual. The university, community, the students are concerned. I do want parents that have students at UNF to know that we do not think that their students are in any risk at all. If we thought that our students were at risk, we would have communicated that to them days ago so they could take the necessary care. So to students at our university, there's no reason for them to be alarmed. And if you're a parent of a student at our university, know that right as of this minute, we have no information to indicate any other students are at risk.
Can you elaborate at all more on the comments he made both when he was last seen at the party? You seem to believe there was a reason to think he was unsafe, and it possibly had to do with his own mindset.
Yeah, the comments that have been attributed to him were along the lines of harming himself.
And those were, is that the conversation he had with his sister that he was telling her?
No, it was a friend here. He talked to his sister before any of this happened.
Is there any reason to believe that's what happened?
I don't know what happened. I'm treating it as if a kid went off and with an intention to harm themselves, starting off. Now, everything's in play. Everything's in play. Mm-hmm. We're doing everything we can investigatively to try to get to the bottom of this. It's just that, I mean, the last thing I did before my head hit the pillow last night was prayed for this young man, and I hope that we find him.
Is there any reason to believe he's not on campus?
Asking if he's maybe...
Yeah, any reason to believe he's on campus or not?
I don't know where he is. I mean, if I had information that said he was in a dorm, we'd be searching every dorm. We don't have any information like that. And all our students are aware that we're looking for this guy because we put his picture out there. We showed them everything that we have. We're not holding anything back. And, you know, and hopefully the students would be smart enough to bring it to our attention. But we have no information to believe that he's hiding anywhere on campus. He doesn't live on campus. He was here visiting. He's a student, but he lives down the road in another apartment complex.
Chief, anything else?
No, just thank you very much for helping us keep this out there in the community. It does help the more people we have looking, and we just like to bring this thing to resolution as quickly as possible.
They did say the tip line was going to be the 620.
And the tip line is still open for anyone who has that information.
If we can get this up on the screen, the chief is going to give us the tip line to call if you have any information.
Yeah, it's 620-2800, or if it's out there in the city of Jacksonville, 630-0500. Wherever those tips come in, they'll be funneled to this location, and we'll be able to follow them up.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, back to you in the studio.
All right,
We'll
Ashley.
continue to stay out here.